Hey Cancer, sorry I've been MIA. Getting back on top of everything, even got a new deck. Hope everything's going good for you guys. Let me get this reading out for November 2018. And at least it looks like you are coming out of some type of pain, or looking at like this is my crying over spilt wine card. So at least it looks like you guys have been recovering from something. So I hope things haven't been too crazy, but at least we're at a better point. So that's good. Yay. Okay, this is looking pretty. All right. Yay. All right. So in the past, you could have been dealing with a water sign. Very well could be Scorpio with the death card you have in the present. But it could be another Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. Or really that you've just been dealing, I mean, literally, I feel like you've been dealing with a lot of emotions, because you also have a Page of Cups in the future, which is a good card to have. So it's just, yeah, like you've been dealing with a lot of emotions. So this really could be about you. Another water sign. If it's another water sign, very likely a Scorpio. Honestly, I feel like you've been focusing on a lot on yourself lately, and you may be rewarded here in the future with the offer of love and abundance. And I really love how like this looks, because it's like you went through something crazy in the past that caused you pain and had you crying, and maybe somebody even walked away from you, or you felt like you had to walk away from somebody else or a situation or just something, and it was hard for you and it hurt. But you, with having that loss or having that grief, you've been able to have a life-changing moment, and move on to the next stage in your life. And that next stage, starting with that Ace of Cups here that you have coming in the future. What could be blocking you is the Seven of Pentacles. Wow, just a lot of emotions, Cancer. You got a lot of emotions going on. Oof. I feel like it's been deep, and you've been doing some soul searching. And I just feel like with the Seven of Cups in reverse, I just feel like there may have been a lot of there may be some illusions, whether that's illusions that happened in the past, things that you thought that you understood something, but now you're finding out that it just wasn't real. So that could be impacting you from moving forward, and maybe even accepting this Ace of Cups that comes in the future. Although I just feel like that cup's all yours for the taking, really. But what could block you again is just either some illusion in the past that came to light, or you just having some type of illusion right now. But I feel like, I mean, everything looks good so far. Just maybe use some logical thinking with the Air card here as your Oracle card. Seek a union of mind and spirit. So instead of using the feels or having your emotions to help direct you, like using more logic and intuition, instead of your emotions swaying you. So let's get some clarification on your present and your future. So right now you're just going through something very, very life-changing. In the past, there was some imbalance. Ooh. Page of Swords to clarify. The Death card. So could be dealing with the air sign. All we have right now at this point, as total with everything here, is cup and air energy. So could be dealing with also a Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini, or a Virgo we have in the future. The Hermit. Why do I keep on shuffling the cards? I don't even know why I keep doing this, guys. So you could just be, yeah, cards that try to come out, right, or swords. So the Ace of Swords and the Two of Swords. And then you got the Page of Swords. We're missing Earth and we're missing Fire. So lack of passion and being grounded. So Page of Swords clarifying the Death card. Again, you could be dealing with the air sign. Or, you know, somebody, if you went through this transition because somebody lied to you, which would make sense because what's blocking you is the Seven of Cups, there being an illusion. So it could have been somebody who's younger than you or just immature that you were dealing with who lied. Which caused that was that push to just transform at that point. And then in the future, either a Virgo could be offering a love to you, somebody who has, you know, been keeping to themselves and they're trying to get out, or this could be you. You know, after going through this transformation, because as I said earlier, I feel like this was more of an internal thing for you. Like obviously you went through something with somebody drove you to heartbreak and pain, but like you had to get through that. You had to get through that by yourself, and I feel like this card that kind of flew out because I don't know why I would not stop shuffling cards, but this is just like you taking a break to like look inside of yourself and really think things through. Two parts of you that you may be torn, which with you having cups and air predominantly in this spread, I would say it's like, you know, like that that struggle between your heart and your mind. And learning to really just really, I feel like having the opportunity to just really stand up for yourself and start a new leaf and have your own brain, like not feel like maybe you were maybe in the past you were manipulated and you're like, no, I have the opportunity now to take control of my life, which it does sound and like you're in the right direction with the Oracle card being seek a union in mind and spirit, because with that Ace of Swords coming out, that's good, and it's just like you are coming out of that hermit mode to get abundance and to enjoy life. So you're turning a new leaf. And I love this card too because this one has a lotus flower on the bottom of it. One of my favorite flowers. Orchids are my #1 favorite flower, but I like the symbolism with the lotus because the lotus flower is like this gorgeous, beautiful flower that can bloom in the midst of like a swamp, like in conditions that you think you would feel like a flower could not grow. It still managed to grow despite everything that you went through. You're still able to grow and have abundance. So the only thing that could really block you again is any illusions, any lies, or any ideas or manipulations, or, you know, when somebody, I'm not saying this is all you, but maybe somebody needs to hear this. Like, so if somebody's controlling, or abusive, and when I say abusive, I would hope nobody's physically abusive. If somebody is, walk away. But like mentally abusive, it's kind of more discreet, and you don't even understand that it's being done. And it's like you have to untrain your brain, basically. And then, especially if you feel a lot with your emotions, you can be more empathetic, and other people's emotions can be, you take in those emotions too, which can really do a lot to your way of thinking as well. But I do see hope. I do feel like you're in the right, you know, you're on the right path. You're going through a big life change right now. It's going to lead you to abundance and coming back out into the world. Just make sure to, you know, use your intuition and your logic as well. I think that's really important. But that's what I have for you this month, Cancer. Again, I'll try to be more on top of this in the future. But if you felt like you resonated with this reading, Lord, I cannot talk today, or you found this helpful, be sure to like and subscribe, and I will check in with you guys next month.